Happy Monday. So today I kind of want to talk about something that I have noticed a lot lately, and I've been guilty of it myself, but I've just it's got to stop. This idea of, well, so-and-so has the same opportunity to reach out to me as I have to reach out to them, and they haven't reached out to me, so why bother? And we all hear this. We all hear this. And even it's like when you're sitting there and you're by yourself, and a lot of times, talking as a family, and I'll be like, well, we haven't heard from so-and-so in a long time. Well, you have an option. There's a fork right here. And we can choose to say, man, well, they haven't reached out to us. They must be mad at us. And we can go down that rabbit hole. Or we can say, man, we've been really busy. I bet they have too. We should probably text them and see how they are. So with that being said, we need to treat this carefully in all of our friendships and all of our connections, because it can lead to a dangerous place or a really positive, enriching place in our lives. So I kind of wanted to break that down. When we decide to say, well, I'm not going to reach out to them because they didn't reach out to me, we're creating an endless cycle. We're also, in doing that, we're putting negativity in our heads and in our hearts, and that is going to become our mindset towards those people, even when those people didn't really technically do anything to harm us or give us any reason to not reach out to them. It's selfish, honestly, to say, oh, well, they have the opportunity to hang out with me and they haven't said anything for months, so I'm just going to get angry about that and not reach out to them. Once again, we can go back to the beginning and realize, hey, we've been really busy for the past few months. It sometimes feels like someone hit the fast forward button. Bet the same thing happened to them. So let's not go down that path. Let's choose to send a text message or take the call. Another thing that it does, it creates that endless cycle. It's contagious. So when that happens, like when you decide that you're not going to connect to so-and-so because you've convinced yourself that they could have connected with you too and they didn't, when you start down that path, you're going to talk to other people about it, because a lot of times we kind of feel hurt about that. And once again, I want you to realize that we feel hurt about that because of what we created in our own minds, not from factual information. So with that assumption, a lot of times we'll go and we'll spread it. We'll be like, oh, well, I haven't heard from so-and-so in a while, have you? And when you get asked that, you're remembered for that point where you had the opportunity to say something and you didn't, but you chose to be angry about it, and you're sitting there like, well, I haven't heard from them either. I guess they don't like us anymore. You start to see how silly this is? Okay, so having that mentality, it's not good for you, it's not good for other people, and when you spread that to your friends like that, they're gonna think, I haven't heard from them in a while too, I bet they don't like me either, what's wrong with me? Me. There's a common denominator there too. You gotta stop thinking about you in this situation. It's super, super dangerous, and I see it all the time, and we've got to break this habit. So let's flip it and let's see what happens if you take the other fork on the road. Let's say you're talking and you think about that friend and you're like, man, I haven't heard from them in a long time. I wonder how they're doing. Here's your option again. Do you say, well, they haven't talked to me, so I don't have to talk to them. The phone works both ways. Or do you say, once again, man, I bet they've been really busy like we've been. Summer's been crazy. I can't believe it's already June. I need to reach out to them right now. You send them a text message and you say, hey, so-and-so, man, it's been a while. Sorry we haven't talked. Just wanted to make sure everything was doing okay, see how your summer's going. Super easy. You took the you out of the equation. You probably made someone else's day a little bit better. And on top of that, you're not going down that road of, well, they didn't contact me first, so they can't go down that road either. Be the change. Be the difference. In a world full of technology, it's so easy to just assume that people know what you're doing all the time because, duh, they can look it up on Facebook, or duh, they can look it up on Instagram. They probably don't care what you're doing because they're probably really busy. So remember that and stop that path and that chain of thought of oh, well, they they can reach out to me too. You can reach out to them too. You see that circle, like how it goes endlessly until you decide to do something about it. And let's talk about something else that happens when you do something about it. So you've reached out to them, you've made that positive connection. Okay, that person is probably gonna have a better day today because of that. You never know. Maybe they're like, man, that was really cool that so-and-so reached out to me. I hadn't heard from them in a while. I should reach out to so-and-so. I haven't heard from them in a while either. You see how the positivity and the joy and the connections are more, it's better. It's a better process. And when you start doing that, it's a chain reaction. So if you want to start seeing a positive change in the groups of people that you hang out with, start being more present, start being more genuine, start connecting with them through love and through kindness, not for selfishness, and stop pushing them away from assumptions that you've made in your own head. It's really, really dangerous, and I know that it's easy to do because I've been down that path before, but we've got to stop doing that, and we've got to start connecting more. So I just wanted to encourage you today to choose the positive choice. Choose to text someone today that you haven't talked to in a while. Choose to call your parents. I mean, how long has it been since you talked to your parents on the phone, your grandparents on the phone? Like, call someone that means something to you and let them know that today. Or, I mean, go to their house. If they live close and they're a good friend or they're a good family member, go to their house and bring them like something for like cookies or something. Do the nice thing. Be the person that starts the good and then watch it continue. You do have the power. Everyone has the power to be that change. Everyone has that opportunity to change your mindset off of you and what's in it for you and switch it to how can I help them. I hope that helped you guys, and I hope you found it inspirational and motivational, and I hope you have a fantastic Monday.